Well, guys, there is a great disturbance in the Force. A very, very great disturbance. And I'm going to talk about that with you right now. Kathleen Kennedy has confirmed that the Rian Johnson trilogy is happening. But it gets even worse. His trilogy will interconnect with David Benioff and D.B. Weiss's Star Wars Trilogy, the Game of Thrones guys. I am very, very disturbed by this news. I can't believe this is actually happening. I can't believe that Rian Johnson is actually getting his trilogy still. And it's just unbelievable. Even Mace Windu had this response to Rian Johnson getting his trilogy. Check this out.
And our worst fears have been realized.
We must move quickly if the Jedi Order is to survive.
So, I just don't get it. I just don't get it, guys. I don't get it. My response to Rian Johnson getting his trilogy is this. But Kathleen Kennedy says, I don't even know if I even want to say this. I don't even know if I want to say this, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to report it. She says, as they finish Game of Thrones, they're going to segue into Star Wars. They're working very closely with Rian. Yeah, that Rian Johnson. The one that had Luke doing this. And it's just so cringeworthy to mention the name Rian Johnson around here. Yes, it's gotten that bad. We're in a week of Star Wars celebration, where we're supposed to be celebrating Star Wars. And we've gotten some good news out of Celebration, don't get me wrong. But the future of Star Wars after Star Wars Episode 9 seems to be kind of bleak. I have very full confidence in David Benioff and D.B. Weiss in them making Star Wars movies. They're excellent at Game of Thrones. My lack of faith is in Rian Johnson. And apparently, their trilogies are going to be in the same time frame. And the Game of Thrones guys are reportedly going to be going to the Old Republic. So I can already see this happening. There will be dysfunction between the two trilogies. Because I think the way they're going to put them out is Game of Thrones guys trilogy will come out year 1. The next year, Rian Johnson. Then the following year, Game of Thrones guys. Then the next year, Rian Johnson, etc. It will be a lack of continuity. I can already see it. You already saw that between episode 7 and episode 8. But this news is really only coming from Kathleen Kennedy. And she was a lady of very, very few words the last year. And this week she is just talking. I will truly believe this when Bob Iger says something. Bob Iger has not mentioned Rian Johnson at all. He's mentioned David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, but he has not mentioned Rian Johnson. So, Rian Johnson, it looks like he may be getting his trilogy. I hope that it never sees the light of day. I really, really don't want him to make a trilogy. I don't want to make it. And Disney has to know how the fan base feels about him. They won't go see his movie. They will not. I think they'll go to the Game of Thrones guys. Fans will go there, but fans do not like Rian Johnson. Rian Johnson does not care about Star Wars. He does not care about Star Wars fans. He hates Star Wars fans. And we don't like him either. We don't need him around. Star Wars is better off without him. You can get other guys to come in and make good Star Wars movies. Just stick with the Game of Thrones guys for now. I mean, Bob Iger even said they were taking a hiatus from Star Wars. So there won't be a Star Wars movie in 2020. Maybe in 2021. We'll have to see about that, but nobody's going to go see a Rian Johnson Star Wars movie. Are you going to go see a Rian Johnson Star Wars movie? Because I know I am not. And it seems like they're trying to connect all of these storylines between the two trilogies together. So they may make it to where you actually have to see a Rian Johnson movie to see the second movie of the Game of Thrones guys. That would be very, very bad, because no matter what, I am not going to see a Rian Johnson Star Wars movie. Don't do it, Lucasfilm. Don't do it, Bob Iger. He's bad for business. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.